And it looks like we are live, so long as we don't have any other issues. Gonna wait a second, crack a quick beer, and find out whether or not I'm an idiot and haven't started the live or don't have sound or all that other normal bullshit that I always fuck up. But looking at the comment section, it does seem like we are good to go. Stacy, I didn't know you wanted a wrench. It just means you have more work to do, and the pay is absolute shit. But if it means that much, yeah, I can hand it over. No big deal. No big deal. Okay, so trying to, well, of course, Devin's Forum. I am the easiest person in the world to moderate because we don't moderate anything. The person you need to worry about moderating the most is probably me. So, I don't like that. That seems better. Yeah, moderating me is probably the toughest thing in the world. I tend not to listen or, follow rules. I do what I want. But it does turn out that I drank a little bit too much beer while on live with Neil because he went way over the timeline that we were supposed to be on for, which in turn caused me to fuck up my supper, which pissed me off. And then I drank too much. Now I've got like a dozen beers left for the whole night. So that's a bad thing. Not because I'm going to end earlier or not drink. Just means I have to get into the high test. And once you get on the liquor, oh boy, the moderators will need to figure out how to end the stream when I start being wildly inappropriate sometimes. Okay, so we'll get into the chat here. What have we got going on? David, Neil would mop you up just like Bowen. Well, that never happened, and no, he wouldn't. What's crack-a-lack, my dude? Not much, just enjoying this Thirsty Thursday. Neil should still be crying. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Okay, Marcus Thompson, there you go. Just for you, I went live tonight because you asked me to. Oh, we had a super chat earlier from Stacy Morgan, and it's so, well, there it is. There it is. Time to beat up on the voice of arm wrestling. Well, who's the voice of arm wrestling? But I probably could. And Be the Wall. That sounds like another Stacy account. I look like I'm in HD and closer. I'm using the same camera or the same mic and everything that I've always been using. I actually dimmed the lights down a bit because I found that it was too bright and not doing so well. No, I am not calling TJ. That's not going to happen. I can only handle so much of him, and he's already filled this quarter's quota. Devins get their testing Evan theory. Not sure what you mean, Marcus. Once you get in the liquor, you got a sticker. Liquor's always fun, but I get sloppy real quick when I get on the liquor. Not like beers where it takes like a pile of them. Oh, need give me a remote access to your computer for that. Yeah, that's not going to happen, mostly because I don't know how to, and second, because why would I want to do that? There's all sorts of things on there that I definitely don't want you to see. Does beer have a D-ball like effect on me? I have no idea what D-ball does, so I don't know. In all seriousness, you and Bowen has to happen again. We're working on it. Both of us would love to do it again. What's my favorite music? So for music, I prefer good music. There's no specific genre that I prefer over others. I will listen to anything. metal, rock, hip hop, country, classical, orchestra, all of it. But there is good and there is shit in all of it. And I'm just a fan of good music. So generally, when I'm puttering around doing stuff, I usually have the country music station on. And not because I prefer country over anything else, but a shitty country song you just kind of ignore and don't hear. But then the good ones you're still hopping around dancing with, like every other genre. But when you've got like a bad metal song or shitty pop playing, it's just irritating and you can't ignore it. Beer Man is the new voice of arm wrestling, as I should be. As I should be. Marcus, I have no idea what to tell you about the quality. No clue. Everything is the exact same. I just turned the lights down a bit. Maybe the camera's a little closer. Voice of arm wrestling is Neil Pickup. And no, Be the Wall is not me. Wait, Alan Too Good for Steroids Ford. That's Stacy? It was incredible. I am just a big fan of Stacy Morgan. All of this is so much fun. What kind of smokes you like? I don't like any smoke. Smoking is bad for you. It's terrible. It's expensive. It stinks. It kills you. I'm just an idiot. So I will be trying to avoid all of that in the future as soon as I can. Okay. World's Strongest Man has returned. Well, thanks for coming back. Hobbies. I've got a few hobbies, most of which I probably shouldn't tell the internet about. Where will you pull Bowen Can't Fly and You Won't Fly? I will fly, although I don't like it. I will definitely fly. Yeah, we're trying to set it up to be in Brisbane. Did you get a P.O. box? Oh my God. No, the wife has been slacking so much. She has been to the post office like 3 times this week and forgot to get that done for me. Just busy people. Turning the lights down lowered the exposure value and made video more clear. I'm not sure if that's a thing. But you probably know a lot more about this than I do, seeing as you make all my thumbnails and seem to be a lot better with graphics and tech stuff than me. So I'll take your word for it. Cig of weed. Yes. Cig of weed is definitely better for you than a cigarette. And I agree. Beer and table time, that makes me happy. Training and weights, not so much. Yeah, the whole giving out my address thing is not going to be happening in a public forum. Just there's been too many issues with people that I know personally overdoing that. Not so good. Yeah, that is the plan. I'm gonna smash Bowen. Yeah, I just don't see how he can actually beat me. I know how he beat me last time, and I've corrected a lot of the errors that I have made, especially when it comes to training and preparation. I am far more educated in that area than I have been previously. So that was 4 years ago or something like that. Yeah, it's public information anyways, but you got to actually spend the time to look it up. And yeah, I guess if somebody wants to go through all that effort, what the fuck's the difference? That explains the upgrade in thumbnails. That it does explain it, because Devin's Farm, a lot better at it than me. The one, I did one where he sent it to me, but it was like too fancy, and the computer kept saying, oh, this picture's got too much stuff and you're gonna have to like dumb it down or something. And I didn't want to like bug him and be like, hey man, that's too good of a picture to use, so can you like make it less good? So I spent like an hour trying to figure out how to make it more usable. And I don't know how people can do that stuff. It really is tough. Oh, Afui. Wait, hold on. We'll get to Afui in a second. Devon's Forum. Marcus, I know some about all this video stuff. Yes, Devon's Forum, you do. You make far better videos than me. Your editing and putting videos together, the stuff on your channel, way better than me. But I think that might be part of my charm, is that I kind of suck at it. Whatever. Afui, Evan, why the hatred for David Bradford? Just because he beat John Thompson? He was respectful during the lead up. Well, yeah, but I hate every single bit of that. One, he beat my buddy. Two, he was all respectful and boring. And three, fuck that guy. I just don't think he's very good. I know he beat John, and John I do have respect for, but he won't beat me. I think that's a one-sided ass kicking that I would love to take part in because he beat John. Do you have the conditioning to compete at Arm Wars Iron House type event? I did. I used to. I am quite confident I could bring myself to that level again. So I've changed my training styles up to really be more focused on strength versus endurance. If I ever get asked the question, what would you rather have more of? It's always going to be strength. You don't need endurance if you're strong enough. You just go right through and don't worry about getting tired. So if I was doing an Iron House type of event, I would be changing my training up so that I would kind of balance it out. I've gained enough strength that I think switching back to more endurance isn't going to hurt me on that end at this point. So in an Iron House type of event, I would definitely be looking towards coming in a lot better shape. And now that I'm 240 instead of 300, I'm just in a lot better shape. Yeah, I would be changing my life around quite a bit though for that Iron House type. Go play him in chess. He sucks. I'm assuming you're talking about Bradford, but sure, I'm not bad at chess. I mean, I'm not like great. I was pretty good when I was young, but I haven't like really studied chess and all of the different openers and counters to openers and stuff. So anybody that's a really good chess player is going to beat me, but chances are I'm going to beat any casual player that just knows how to play and likes playing. I can never bug you. Well, you say that now until I start expecting you to do all of my job for me and I don't do anything. 51-hour flight to Australia. Do the airlines offer medically induced coma? There's no way it's a 51-hour flight. I think it is the longest flight in the world, though, is LA to Brisbane or LA to Sydney. And it's like a 24-hour flight or something. Wait a minute. What is going on here? Do you have the conditioning? No. I don't get it. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chats and I don't get it. Yeah. Oh, Devon's Farm. Get we job help. James Armoires. I'd love to, Marcus. I've asked. He sounded interested, but I don't know how to contact them. Who are you trying to contact? Like Neil and Devon's Forum about Armoires? The beer hand is at home tonight. You got in too much trouble for staying out drinking the other night with me. Who do I think the lowest ranked guy that has a legit shot at Hermes? That's a tough question. There's no way to answer this without like slighting somebody, which I like. But I don't know. You'd have to throw out some names and see what their rankings are at. Play bone and chess? I would play bone and chess. I would have no problems with that. Super chat from Afui. Once again, great channel, Evan. Arm wrestling needs more great personalities like yourself. Well, thank you. That is why I do this. I enjoy all of this. And the reason the personality comes out with me is because when I started arm wrestling and watching, I understood whenever I would show like my friends or something, the event I was in, and like I was super like pumped up, like I was real new in the sport, and like I finished 4th out of 12, and like, you know, I was super pumped up about it. I was excited that, you know, I'm making gains and getting better, and people watch it and they're just like, dude, if it's not a match that you're in, I don't give a shit. I'm like, yeah, but watch this match. Look how good this is. Watch what he does here. And they're like, yeah, I don't care. It's boring. Nobody's talking. You don't understand what half the rules. I mean, if I was an arm wrestler, I guess, and just nobody cared. So then I started just being a Yahoo, you know, having fun when I'm up there, opening my mouth, yelling, doing nonsense. And all of a sudden, people start being a lot more interested in watching and following what I'm doing. Like, it's just the cold reality of it. Arm wrestling is boring. You have 3 minutes of people getting to the table and trying to figure out whether they're going to take a grip or not. The ref says go, and a second later, somebody calls win, and that's it. It's over. It's a tough sell for people. Okay, I definitely got lost in the chat here, so I'm gonna keep looking around again. Jesus, chess. I'd rather wrestle with a bear. I would wrestle with a bear and play bone and chess. I have done both of these things before. Well, I've played chess and I've wrestled bears, but I've never played bone and chess. Marcus, I'd probably be stepping on his toe. James has it covered. James is fantastic at what he does, but I mean, every team needs a team. You can't just do it all by yourself. Would Bone beat you 6-0 or 5-1? Neither. I don't think he would beat me at all, let alone that badly. All right. Evan, yeah, me help with video, Arm Wars video output. I'm sure you could. James is great at what he does, but I think every team that's putting that, they've got a lot of work to do. And anybody that knows what they're doing and understands how to do it, if they can understand the vision behind it, having help going through all that stuff, I could see it. All right. I'm muted. I better not be muted. I don't know how to fix it. I'm like advanced intermediate category for video production. Well, it's better than me. Better than me. If it helps get Arm Wars videos out faster, I support. Me too. I love Arm Wars. They need to have more events, and they need to have that videos coming out faster and more often so we can watch more of it. I love what they do. I hate how long it takes. YouTube Connolly family, what's up, man? Bone is playing live right now. Jesus, how pompous of an ass are you that you would live stream yourself playing chess as if people have nothing better to do than to watch you playing chess? Yet, he probably has like 8,000 people watching him play chess live because they're dumb. What's the best way to find arm wrestlers locally for someone that wants to learn about the sport? I've been trying to look on Facebook, can't find anything. Well, no trucks. It really depends on where you're from. But, okay, I swear to Christ, if you guys are just fucking with me about this muted thing, I might just end the stream and say, fuck it, I'm going to bed because I'm too drunk to figure out how to fix it. So if you're having troubles on Facebook, if you know any arm wrestlers, depending on where you are, I could probably reach out. I know arm wrestlers in almost every area in North America, but download the app ArmBet. You can it searches for any arm wrestlers around the area, and you can challenge them or just find practices. Have a good time. Okay, well, then this moderator needs to do his fucking job. If this guy keeps saying I'm muted and fucking with me, Fuck that guy. Yeah, there's definitely arm wrestlers in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Definitely is. Who do you think wins between Giannis and Corey? I actually like Corey in the match. I really do. I know Giannis is like the best in the world at that weight, but yeah, I don't know. I just have a feeling that Corey can get it done. Corey's fantastic. There's a Russian bear that arm wrestles and probably plays chess. Lalaton has bowled him. That is incredible. Why is the sound not working? Oh my Lord. I can't deal with all of these guys. Marcus Thompson, the man. What drives you to perform better? The money, the opponent, the after party, and who do you want to pull as a number one candidate? So here's the thing. Money does not drive my performance. The opponent will definitely convince me to train harder on a bigger stage, a tougher match I want to work harder for. Pulling against a guy that I've beaten 15 times already doesn't really excite me to train hard. I always arm wrestle 2-3 times a week minimum, more if I can, but I enjoy arm wrestling. To actually train and get with the weights and the pulleys and all that shit, it's tough. I don't like doing it unless there is an exciting competition where I'm worried about showing up and just like getting blown out, right? As far as my personal drive for competition, I just love competing. I've been into one-on-one, especially combat-based sports my entire life. I've always loved wrestling and fighting and boxing and all of it. So the opportunity to impose my will upon somebody else directly, I just really enjoy it. And being able to fight somebody harder than they're able to fight back, I really enjoy as well. I like pushing the pace and making sure that they just they crumble. Like, I don't have to be stronger. I don't have to win round one, but if I can just fight them hard enough that by the end of it, I'll still win, that's just as satisfying. That's more satisfying than an easy win. So the opponent is definitely a lot more for the drive than money is. The after party is there no matter what, but if I'm finding out about a big event with no after party, it's not going to be as fun to go to. I'm not going to try to get on that card as hard as I would if it's like the Harley polls always had like legendary after parties, right? So to get to something like that, I would be a lot more excited. But basically, competition excites me for the most part. Thinking that I'm going to get my ass whooped on a big stage will motivate me to train harder, though. I don't like losing. Once you do it, though, it's like, whatever. Someone's got to lose. There's 2 guys in every match, and only one of them gets to win. 50% of the time, how it goes. So I don't really take losses too hard. Anybody that's never lost before hasn't been seeking out the right opponents. Bowen's got 15 people currently there, and they're all probably his family. I don't think his family can stand listening to him, so I disagree. You challenge him now, you would be plugging his channel as you have more viewers. Yeah, I'm not going to play chess tonight. I'm way too drunk for that at the moment. Okay. Oh my God, Schmo, just piss right off with this. I can definitely tell that my camera is on. Marcus, always a big spender. Yes, he is. Marcus is awesome. Marcus keeps the arm wrestling world of live YouTube alive. When Neil shaves your beard, will you be allowed to keep the mustache? Well, the deal was only for the beard. This mustache will be going nowhere, and I will end up with this ridiculously huge mustache. I will curl it and then look like a Monopoly man. Oh, sometimes I hate people. You're not alone. You're not alone. Money Slam CEO. That is Marcus for sure. There it goes. What the fuck? All right. Oh, super chat from Proving Astrology. Anybody know if there will be in-person ticket sales for King of the Table 4? I have no idea. No idea. Someone super chat money for a mic. I've got a great mic. What the fuck? Is there really funny MMA boxing parodies this guy makes on YouTube? You got to watch. There's these really. Who makes them? I like watching funny stuff. Yeah, Bowen plays chess for 15 people. Cool guy. Oh, Sean Brophy, drink up, buddy. Thank you, Sean. What a legend. You're just in here just to stomp all over Marcus and make him look bad. Well, I appreciate it. I don't want you guys getting into a fucking fight about it. You guys are both the man. When someone starts arm wrestling, how many months of training should they have before their first competition? Usually I like to go about 6 months, but it's all case dependent. The faster they get in there, basically for one of my new guys, as soon as I believe they know how to protect themselves and keep themselves safe so that we don't have injuries, anytime after that, it's time to get to work and actually start competing. But safety is my priority as a coach. If my toys get broken, I have nothing to play with. I want my guys all staying safe and having a long career. Someone go to Bowen's super chat and say Beer Man is live so he loses those last 15 viewers. Oh, that is such a dirty thing to do, Tim Chase. I love it. Evan would make a good interrogation cop. If we were doing like good cop, bad cop, drunk cop, that's an asshole, I know which one of those three I'd be. Ryan did not drink all night for free. We all drank all night for free, but Ryan barely drank. He did get a stone cold stunner in the parking lot, though, that night. I was there for it in that parking lot when it happened. Every nerd hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button, nerds. Arm Wars. I would love to compete in Arm Wars. I've never had the chance. When I got into arm wrestling, that was the one career goal I had, was just to compete at an Arm Wars. I love it there. True fact, it takes 50 Michelob Ultras to catch a buzz. No, that's not true. I've had like 15 of them. I did have some Bushens from Carling, though, as well. But I think 15 Michelob Ultras will get you a little buzz. Sean, keep it strong tonight, as he is. So cool. Bullying Ryan for playing chess because he's pegged to an arm wrestling. I'm starting to like this guy less and less. Like, it's not just the trolling thing, just it's a bit of a dink. Especially when he sits behind a S20 ACC. I don't even know what the fuck that means. He did not spank me. He beat me 3-2, and there was nothing easy about any of it. I'm not bullying him for playing chess. I make fun of him for being a fucking annoying asshole. Not for playing chess. I've clearly said, I play chess, you idiot. God. We in fight, you, Evan. Where our liquor store contract? Look, I got my lawyers working on the liquor store details and the contracts and stuff. These things take time, Marcus. You know this. I'll try. Those names are hard to spell and search. No? Trying's all you can do. The internet seems fine tonight. It hasn't cut me out tonight, which would be weird because I'm the only one on. So, right there, that's that S20 asshole saying he can't hear me, yet he hears me just enough to troll. What's the best, cheapest table to buy? It depends on where you are. There's usually local guys that make tables that you can get for fairly cheap. I've actually never bought a table online, so I don't know. My brother's made all of ours. Wait, I did buy some Louis Broussard tables, but those things are not cheap, but they are amazing. Do you still want to pull Schoolboy? Yes, I do. I would love to pull Schoolboy. That'd be an awesome match. And I'd like to do it now, not in 3 years. Skylar Brooks, what's up here, man? What's going on, Skylar? Ryan must be the only Australian not drinking. Wow. Ryan shouldn't be on the internet when he drinks. That's for sure. Bowen's only 3 years away from his prediction of being #1 overall in the world. Yeah, well, I don't think any of Ryan's predictions are really going to come true. He's actually given up on being the best super heavyweight after the beatings that he took in his last two down there. And now he wants to get a world title in WAF at like 176 pounds or something again. So I'm not able to watch that, but if you send me the link for that shit, I could watch it on my phone afterwards. Carolyn Looms, way to talk yourself into a match with Neil, Evan. Pure class. Wow, I'm a classy guy. And if it can get Neil off his ass and into arm wrestling again, I think it's great. Oh, Evan didn't wait till Jake and Jod were done streaming. Are those guys on live now? I hope not. I feel bad if that's the case. I don't ever plan on going head to head with them, but it's so hard to schedule everything. And I believe we had it worked out that they knew this is the time I was going live at, and they were trying to finish off earlier. I didn't even actually know they were live tonight. I've been so busy, and my time with Neil went way longer than it was supposed to, and I ended up fucking up supper because of it. And trust me, nobody is happy when you fuck up steak night. Well, I didn't fuck the whole thing up, just like the first couple of steaks. So then the kids ate my steaks at the end and left me the cold ones that were overcooked. Not impressed. I blame Neil. What are your top 5 arm wrestling grips handles to train with? I have no idea. I use the ones that my buddy has attached to his setup. I don't know what's what. Okay, I'm definitely missing chats here, but doing my best. Thumbnail's fantastic, and earlier was great. What's going on, Beer Chick? Did this guy just call me Beer Chick? Ugh. Oh, the banhammer's getting threatened here by Devin's forearm. That's actually the first person to ever get banned. That'll be interesting. How long did it take to recover from the Yannick match? I was arm wrestling the next day. What do you think of Jerry's 2-1 bet? I think Jerry is trying to avoid the chance match, it seems. When they're offered $5,000 and you don't have to put up your own money, but you want to make a bet with 2-1 odds, it looks like you're trying to just pick things that makes you happy. I think Stizzy, Devin's farm, might be going a little ranch happy, letting all that power go to his head. It's just how it works, though. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Nobody with power can stay moral. It's not going to happen. Okay. Just watched after the show. It's funny as fuck. I will watch that. I definitely do want to see it. But nobody wants to sit here and watch me look at my phone for a few minutes. I think. Maybe that's a different segment for not tonight. Legit excited at the possibility of Neil coming back to arm wrestling and pull Evan. I can't wait. If that's what it takes is me to talk a little bit of shit to get Neil off his ass and arm wrestling again, I'll be glad to be the one to talk to shit. Thanks for representing us drunks. Well, you know what? Drunks need proper representation too. There's a difference between a drunk and an alcoholic. Alcoholics go to meetings. We go to parties. It's way more fun this way. Have you planned your excuse for the Jaggers match yet? No, I haven't. And I've been trying to, but I just can't think of one. So I think I'm actually going to have to show up. White Wolf with a super chat. So I was just on Ozzy's channel and it was total BS. They had Adam Silver on and let him skate. Refused to answer my question on rules of King of the Table 4. Guess we'll find out on the day. Shake my head in disgust. Well, that's why you don't see them on my channel, because I'll get digging. I'll get digging. Evan, they've done live now and only ran over as Adam Silver came on Aussie channel. Okay. It's a great thumbnail of Neil crying. I thought we were going to get into that about Neil whining about all of his shit, but Neil likes to cry. Neil was on your butt today. Freaking hilarious. Neil's always on my something, but I don't know if it's my butt. What type of steak? Strip loin. We were eating strip loins tonight. Alan Ford in the chat. What's going on, Alan? How long did it take to get back to 90% after 90%? I'm never at 90% until I'm already into my rest phase. So I wasn't even at 90% for the Yannick match. So that's tough to answer. I was back on the table the next day. I was at practice. And I continued to practice until it was time to rest for this match. So I'm still not at 90%. Now, where did that chat go? I don't know. Definitely lost where I was, so I'm just going to pick up right here. Alan, has anyone ever told you that you look like Stuart from Mad TV? Oh, my Lord. Alan, you need to talk to my ex-wife about that. She was a big fan of Stuart, and I couldn't stand it. Drunks have way more fun. I agree. Gorilla Arms, what's going on with your channel, Alan? Nothing. Alan let his channel die as soon as he got it to where he was allowed to use it. Is there another sport that would be a good crossover to arm wrestling? Climbers, yes. Rock climbers. They incredibly strong hands and a lot of good muscle tissue for specifically what we use in arm wrestling. White Wolf, Evan, you'll ask the fucking questions that need to be asked. That's why we're all here, dude. Right fucking on. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I don't give a shit. You can be mad at me if you want, but whatever. If the fans want to hear it, I'll ask it. I don't give a shit. Now, there are things I won't ask, but normally, basically, if YouTube allows you to super chat it in, I'm allowed to say it. Is there another? I was there. I covered that one. Devin said he'd kill Jerry at 2-1 odds if Jerry wants it. Yeah, well, Devin would, and that wouldn't be close. The rules are open to apparently open to interpretation. Well, that's fantastic. Let's give Devin rules that are open to interpretation to let him just interpret what he wants. Coach Gay and Adam Silver will never make it to the beer show. Probably not. It went up by 1. Oh my God, Canada Wipeout Superstar. Yes, that is Alan Ford from Canada's Wipeout in the chat. Is Jessica back to 100%? I don't know who Jessica is. Wolf, I jump off soon. Come on. Need the other half of the money slam in there. We want to see the Hitman Poland. We want to see it soon. Yeah. Everybody wants to see Alan Pohl. He's getting ready to go. I can't wait to see Alan Pohl in his next competition again. He's putting in the work. He's feeling really strong. Where do you get your ideas from? I would say my brain. Us drunks need you to do more matches. You make us look pretty good. Well, I try to compete as much as I can, but you can only do so much. Carolyn Looms totally disagree on this point, but we're all out our own opinion. Thanks. I'm not sure what Carolyn said. I probably missed that chat too. No, we do not need more TJ content. It is tough. It is tough. The beers are giving me estrogen. Well, that happens. Devin did beat Jerry 3-2 last time they pulled. Devin, it was nowhere near the size that he is right now or the strength. That's not close or debatable. And if you were to then, and that's right now. That's not June 25th when Devin's getting ready to pull. That's right now. So I don't think Jerry's even in that conversation with Devin. I just don't. I still don't think Devin's going to beat Levon, but whatever, that's how it is. Carolyn is used to people disagreeing with her. Probably. Alan Ford, look what I can do. Or Alan, look what I can do, Ford. That's an interesting name. When did Alan start arm wrestling? 1983, I think, when he turned 20. Devin is a different animal to Jerry. Hey, guys, I hope nobody heard that fart. I tried to let it out silently. Might not have, though. Macho Man arm wrestling. Yo, what's up? You better be training hard. Alan is training hard. That I know. Devin is a different human now than he was 2 years ago. That is a fact. Yeah, I don't know. What's with all these nerds not hitting the like button? So many nerds. God. Hit the button. How hard is it? You can't take like 10 seconds out of your fucking day while you're sitting here watching this. Close out the comment section, hit the little fucking like button, then come back in. If I could tell who liked and who hasn't, I don't know what I would do with that information, but it'd be cool to know. All right. Yes, the Hitman is old. He is getting close to 70, I believe, which is crazy that he's about to get married to someone younger than me. Oh, what did Stizzy say that Wolf's laughing about? Fuck sakes. I'm either too drunk or just not able to read or both. Likes are... Can't do it. I only drink beers on days that ended Y, but I also drink them in the mornings, evenings, and at night on those same days. Okay. Likes help promote. Yeah, so basically what I've been told is once you get enough likes, like I guess there's magic numbers, 100, 200, blah, 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 blah. When you hit those numbers, the live feed just gets pushed so more people see it. And then you get more views, more people in here, which is more... apparently it's all just good for us having fun. I used to love the thumbs down button, but apparently they got rid of it. And I was so sad about that. I'm in that like button like Beer Man is in Neil's head. Alan, did you get a chance to see the conversation between Neil and I today? That is interesting. Because he kept talking shit on you again, Alan. And I'm like, you can't talk shit on my boy like that. So I think Alan's going to have to come answer the call, or Neil's going to have to answer the call because I'm going to fuck him up. Now he's going to pull me because he won't pull you. Oh, Fox is in Stewsville. Is the Hitman Crazy George grandfather? Oh, that's hilarious. Could Jerry beat Hermes? Yes. I believe Jerry would beat Hermes. And right, Stizzy. It's a good train of thought. More views, more likes, more beers. I can get behind that. Alan could get on the live if he wanted to. All he has to do is tell me that he wants on it. The officer said, you drink it? I said, you buy it? We laughed and laughed. I need bail money. Basically, I will not drink and drive. I don't do it. That ain't worth it. That's about as far as I'm going to go with that. Oh, Alan, strike while the iron's hot. Anytime. What do you mean, anytime? Is that him not asking? I don't know. Maybe he did. I'll check out my smashed up old phone here. That phone's brand new. See how smashed that shit is? Terrible. I'm going to wreck them all. Wreck who? Need to change the like thumbs up symbol to a beer symbol. Is that something I can do? Can I do that? Devin's Forum, you have been pissed if you watched Aussie tonight. Why would he have been pissed? I didn't see Aussie tonight. I want to know what's going on. Well, Alan, if you're chilling with the lady tonight, why are you even watching this? Go pay some attention to her. No, Alan's definitely not coming on. Being a lazy asshole. Whatever. We don't need Alan to have a good time. Wolf, we give Stick Maximum Bang Monday. Oh, wow. So hard to follow. So many conversations going at the same time. Beer Man, what do you switch to when your beer bloat can't take another beer? Vodka Fresca is basically my go-to outside of beer. I do love my whiskey. And whiskey, rum, vodka, I will drink them all just straight on ice. But if I'm looking for a drink instead of just straight liquor, Smirnoff Ice or like a Bombay or one of those things, they're a little too sweet for me to drink all night. But to have one or two when I hit that beer bloat, there's always room for one of those little sugary things. Or Jager bombs. Fucking love Jager bombs. A baby drinks a bottle and it's cute. If I do, I'm a drunk. Well, what happens by the end of it? How are you so strong with your arm when you don't have a lot of visible muscle? No disc. How do you say something like that with no disc? What do you mean? What do you mean no muscle? I think it looks awesome. Fuck you. Well, the thing is, when you're fat just tends to go wherever the fuck it wants. If it wants to be on your stomach, you're going to have a gut, but you can still have jacked arms. If it wants to go on your arms, you can not have a gut and you still got fat arms, whatever. Liquor in the front, poker in the rear. Well, that's why the wife doesn't want me drinking liquor. Grab one of the bottles next to you and slam it. Well, maybe if you were here like you're supposed to be, you could have passed me one of those bottles and I would have done it. But Uncle John's mustache, you fucked that one up. My thoughts on Kevin Carrier, I will get right with you on that. But Andreas, this beard has been about a year. So Kevin, my thoughts on BLM versus Chance Shaw. I can't wait to see this match. I really can't. I don't think that Brandon's outgunned everywhere. I think he's got places that he can win this match. It's whether or not we can make the fight about there. I'm starting to think that Mulvihill's gonna pull it off in the late rounds, like maybe a 3-2. But maybe he won't get that third round and he just loses 3-0. I don't know. Yeah, Mulville's got to make it a fight. He's got to get Chance breathing heavy and let all 300 pounds sitting on his diaphragm become a hindrance, not a help. And he's fast. So, man, Brandon's got some work to do and he's got ways to do it. But Chance is big and strong. And he's big and strong in the right spots, I think. I can't wait to watch it. Well, see, there's a little bit. I just need to look right. See, my left arm being my good one has absolutely nothing, though. Whatever. This isn't a flexing show. It's about drinking. So stop it. And why am I strong? while looking not strong, because arm wrestling isn't actually about the size of your muscles. If it was, neither Alan or I would ever win. Connective tissue and the desire to win does help, though. What do you mean? Evan isn't a small person. Well, what's a small person and what's a big person? I mean, I don't consider myself a big person. It's better that you don't have jacked arms. We like you like this. Well, I like me like this. When someone puts a strap on Evan, he asks if I look fat in this. I look fat in everything. Chanshaw on roids would be insane. What do you mean, if he was on roids? Chances on TRT. There's no way you're on TRT at 23 years old. Don't be ridiculous. I look fine. I know. Yeah, getting lost again. You can almost see a little lump. Think I passed that. It's so easy to drink. Sober me up, Wolf. After about 20 pints, drink it all day. Well, Marcus, those are rookie numbers. Gotta pump those numbers up. Holy shit, my next door neighbor just got raided by the police. Wow. You gotta send me video footage of that. I want to see that. My next match is in 2 weeks. Well, 2 weeks from this Saturday. I think they called it a John Bull drinks you sober plaster at the same time. Muscular, not jacked, all that. I don't know what everybody considers big. I'm burly. I'm burly, you know, manly, lumberjacky. Touch his beard so many times. Gonna make it look pretty again. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have a different view on what big people are and what's not a big person than most people. In my group of friends, we got one buddy named Bugsy, and realistically, that's like the little guy that people could poke on, and what's he going to do about it? But in actuality, the guy is 6'2", 250. So is that a small guy? But he's a small guy in our group. So big is, it's all circumstantial by your surroundings, where you are. Because I don't consider myself a big dude. At 6 foot, 240, I'm not a small person, but I'm not a big dude. People that are bigger than me, they're pretty big. I'm festively fat. You're thinking of making a merch line. I want to make my own beer and ice line. I have a beard comb. It was made with the jawbone of a whale. I'm not hitting on you, Evan. I'm just boosting my athlete for the drunk Olympics. Oh man, that would be such a good time. I want to do Olympics for beer drinking. I'm definitely making the Canadian team. You're only as big as you can pull. Here's the thing. Your weight doesn't really help you in your arm wrestling unless you're actually able to get all the way over it and push down. But even still, you can only use so much weight before you're actually starting to break the rules, where your shoulder starts touching or your shoulder crosses center. Rather than that, in an outside move, if you can't do one-arm chin-ups, which most dudes can't, any weight over what you can actually do a chin-up with is just extra weight. So I got to piss. I'll be right back. Okay, that was a fantastic piss. How many viewers did we lose during my piss break? A few. That's okay. That's okay. How far down? If you're coming to sit down, honey, you're gonna have to come to the other side.
I'm only come for a minute.
Because I need to be able to control this mouse still.
Okay.
They keep calling me fat.
You're not fat.
Well, they say I am. Well, except I answer husky, so you're husky. Okay, I think this is where I am. Sorry, guys, taking me a second to catch up here because I'm not very good at reading. I had the family member that would say the exact same thing. He's not big, he's husky. Yeah, I'm just burly, lumberjacked. What the hell? Where did he go? I told you I had to pee. Sometimes people have to do that, man. With super chats, why would anyone end a live stream? Well, I mean, that's not really why we do it. Although when you wake up with a hangover in the morning, you're like, oh, fuck, why did I do that? And then you see, oh, there were super chats. Fuck, I got paid to get that drunk? That's kind of cool.
I wish.
Normal piss don't stop. What? Wait, I lost it. I didn't fall in the bucket. I just have a very large bladder. And I don't pee in a bucket. I piss in an old laundry detergent jug. And then I dump it out the window. Okay. Yep, definitely got lost in this again. Normal piss stop. Well, you know, you got to pee. No, number one. If I have a number two, I end the stream because last time I tried to push one out too quick, I couldn't sit properly for a week.
Say hi to me.
Yeah, except he's fucking called you Jessica.
That's not my name.
What a
Hi.
dick.
Haven't seen you in forever.
Piss wars. That's a thing. And I will definitely win. You can ask her. I wake up in the morning.
Oh my God.
And my bladder is sticking like way the fuck out, like almost a foot in front of me.
Don't piss yourself.
Because I don't pee the bed.
Well, that's good.
I think so.
Me too.
And then she will sit there and watch me as I stand in front of the toilet and take my piss.
It's impressive. And
watch my stomach just shrink over the course of the next 6 minutes.
I'm so impressed with what you can do. I could never.
So if anybody wants to know why I am the way I am, it's because she encourages me.
Hi, everyone.
You're such an enabler.
I know.
Gotta piss, be right back has to be my motto. It should be. I wish they let me do that during matches. But you're right. When you gotta piss, you gotta piss. Like there's no way around that. Battery low, 6 foot 150, dry to the bone, chomping at the bit. That's one to watch for. Oops, that's me. Yeah, 6 foot 150. That's it's really tough not to say anything derogatory when you hear stats like that. Well, flap my ass off. Maybe I make Evan partner in my whiskey business. Ooh, I like whiskey.
I don't like him on whiskey.
Mind your business.
You invited me.
Marcus Thompson wants me in on a whiskey business. You don't have to be here. Marcus, don't listen to her.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Don't listen to me.
I'm in. Run a funnel and a hose. I just have to stop being drunk all the time so that I can actually set up my trough piss funnel.
Ugh.
I have a sink that I'm going to just run into the old plumbing.
I'm never cleaning it.
It's going to work. Mr. and Mrs. Beerman.
Oh, yeah. Miss Spearman. Cool.
Deal with it.
They probably don't believe that I don't drink.
Right, but you don't drink because you were way too good at it.
Yeah.
She used to be better at it than me.
Till I wasn't.
Can I have another beer, please? Bless your wife. Must be a saint. Well, she is pretty fantastic. She puts up with my shit. So, I mean, that's always a good thing. You've been stretching your bladder out for 30 years drinking booze. That's conservative, yeah. Yep. Let him drink the whiskey. Then he pisses it into another keg. Age it for another 12 years. All-time bestseller.
Ew.
Whoa, wait, Wolf. That is terrible, but I'm in.
Oh.
Foam all over the bowl type skill. I have pissed long enough to make a toilet flush itself. Evan has a patented raised piss jug. I want my patented piss jugs. Gatorade and Advil for hangovers. Also a Bloody Mary. Why would anybody take Gatorade and Advil when you could just have a beer? Fuck. Grow up. No, I don't want to. I don't want a bucket. They smell bad. I have a bucket down here that I empty the dehumidifier into. And every time she looks at it and sees it full, she's like, oh my God. I'm like, well, it wasn't piss.
How am I supposed to fucking know?
Well, because it doesn't stink. Also, my pisses only stink in the morning. After that, it's just beer. Is this even an arm wrestling show or a plumber's channel? Look, Carnegie, you know how it goes.
Where is he?
You know how this goes. You know how this goes.
And
I can talk arm wrestling or I can talk anything. Whatever. The Bearded One single batch whiskey.
Ooh.
All right, Macho Man Arm Wrestling channel with a super chat. Hell yeah, Evan, the piss master. I'm gonna win Piss Wars. Just watch.
What the fuck is Piss Wars?
Oh, so you know Neil Pickup has Arm Wars?
Yeah.
Apparently he took a real big piss and he wrote Arm Wars in the snow. Right? In one piss. So then Devin took a piss and sent the video of him pissing in the snow to Neil, and it said Piss Wars.
Okay.
So now Piss Wars is a new thing. And I'm gonna write Piss Wars is run by Evan. Devin, you still suck.
In piss.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
in one piss, though.
I know.
Right.
Am I filming this?
Well, you're aiming.
That's even better. Okay.
Nobody can read my writing.
Okay.
Right.
Whatever.
Okay. We got off topic here again.
We totally did.
Okay. White Wolf, vintage piss, $100 a bottle.
Oh.
12-year-old aged piss. Jesus. Look, I think this is a terrible, terrible idea, but if you want to sell it, I'll piss in bottles.
You would.
How's the weather in Pembroke? Shitty and rainy all day today. It sucked.
It's been cold.
Your wife should start a channel with behind the scenes videos. She should. She actually takes all my videos and stuff. She should start her own channel with her makeup. Makeup tutorials do really well. And she is
what I look like right now.
Phenomenal at doing makeup. I mean, not her own, but on other people.
I hate doing my own. I'll do other people's. Makeup artist who hates doing her own makeup.
Yeah, well, I mean, if there's two barbers in a town, do you go to the one that's got a good haircut or the one with the shitty haircut?
Shitty? The good?
No.
I don't fucking know.
You go to the barber with the shitty haircut. Why would you do that?
Why?
The other barber cut his hair and it's a shitty haircut. You go to the one with the good haircut because the other barber did it.
I can do my makeup, I just don't like to.
No, you go to the one with the shitty haircut.
Don't confuse me.
Well, look, if there's two, guy with the shitty hair did the guy with the good hairs. So the guy with the shitty hair is better at doing hair because he did the other guy's hair.
Okay.
And the guy with the good hair is worse because he did the shitty haircut.
I'm so confused.
Look, if there's two barbers and one's got shitty hair, that's the one you want to go to.
Okay.
It's just a fact. Okay. Fuck, I lost it again. God damn it. Lucky woman to be with one of the best drunk athletes in the world. I agree. Grippler legit looks like a plumber, though. Grippler, if he was getting all plumber mode, oh man, you need a wide angle lens to see all that ass.
That's mean.
Oh, he's got a big ass.
Mean.
Even when he was
I'm sticking up for you here.
When he was skinny, he had a huge ass. The dude's just got an ass. Whatever. At 300 pounds, he can dunk. You can't jump like that when you're that big without having a big ass to propel you.
Propel you?
Whatever. You can fucking jump for a big fat dude. He's got a fat ass. Whatever. We just need snow. We always need snow. I'm going to be training my bladder all summer to get ready for the snow so I can win Piss Wars.
Oh my God.
It's also a top hemorrhoid health channel. Right. Just don't even talk about it. I won't be able to look at you again. She really should start a behind the scenes channel. She's a saint and walks on the snow. Maybe it's snow though.
I'd fallen in. You wouldn't know where it was. Where I work. Wow.
Well, as long as it didn't snow a lot, because You're like the stall.
Like the stall.
Evan, you can get as drunk as you like, but stay away from Mike Tyson. Why? What's he going to do? You can't chew through this ear. It's way too thick.
Yeah.
Is this even an arm wrestling channel or a barbershop? Ian, if you've got anything to add for the conversation besides talking stupid like that, ask a question. I follow along with whatever's going through the chat. If the fans want to talk about arm wrestling, we'll talk about arm wrestling. If they want to talk about barber channel, whatever, we'll do some barber shit. If Evan can get to Vegas in 8 hours, not sure how that went. Cassie McNamara, yes, she is beautiful. Now shut your fucking mouth. Did you ever talk about my wife? What? If anybody else says something nice, you'll realize that you don't have to be with me.
I will forever be with you.
What if you had options, though?
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, what are your typical strategy for left if you don't go deep inside? I don't go deep inside left. I want to keep them flat-handed and just drill sideways over top of them. Big fan of the strap-on. Shut it. Repulsive gravity. Shaq beat the Crippler left-handed on TNT. That's how I was introduced to arm wrestling sport. Crippler's left hand sucks, though. Well, it does.
I don't fucking know.
I think my record against him left-handed is like 12-1. But the one win he got on me was like my second tournament ever, and everybody booed him. You know what? Ian, why don't you just get on this call here with us for a second? We can talk about that.
Yeah.
That's arm wrestling related.
I love you.
Love you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Wait, I'm not saying bye. Why did I say bye? You're leaving, not me. Hi. Bye, honey. No, honey, I don't want to look at your butt right now. Yeah, I do. Okay, so there you go. Devin's take on Piss Wars editing.
What's going on? I am coming.
All right. So I wouldn't recommend Googling Piss Wars. Probably not. Fine. What do you mean fine? If you don't want to, you don't have to. Jeez. You don't have to. Don't feel obligated, Ian. But if you want to talk arm wrestling, you can come on here and we can make this arm wrestling related. Get her to do some eyeliner. She is not doing eyeliner on me. Not happening. I have seen, what's that basketball movie? Will Ferrell. Tropic Thunder. Either way, not wearing eyeliner. Hey, Evan, here's a question. How did you feel losing to Ryan Bowen? That never happened. That wasn't me. Yes, everybody submit Piss Wars footage to Devin's forearm, and he will produce the fuck out of it. This is amazing. Jerry pinned Devin in a flop wrist press. No, he didn't. What does it take to get kicked off of here, Evan? Just want to know who needs the boot. I don't kick anybody, ever. Carnegie.
What's up?
There's a little tilt here. You're sideways. Nope, you're sideways. And now you're very far away with just one little head.
We're trying to fix it.
Uncle John's mustache with a super chat. If you do a behind the scenes, we effed.
Were that? Yes.
Right. So basically, all of my life that is legal for internet consumption has been posted already.
You can lower it like.
So, Ian, now that we have you here, apparently we need to talk about arm wrestling.
Well, isn't that what this show is? You got arm wrestling posters in the back. You got the Valley High Hooker thing, the arm melter. You're a big star now, talking on Neil Pickup's show and this show and that show. You're going to go to Arm Wars. Like, you got some exciting shit going on. Why are we fucking talking about barbershops and plumbing issues?
Because, wow, that was a fantastic shadow. So,
I think your shadow came up.
yeah, that happened. Okay, so I talk about whatever the fans want to talk about.
And you got arm wrestling fans or like fans in general? Like, they're not necessarily arm wrestling fans.
Well, I think they all came here from arm wrestling originally, but I think most of these people are just a fan of my nonsense.
Yeah. Fuck. I can't. Trying
You
to
know how
sort.
it is. You've been to practice. The first hour is like arm wrestling. The second hour is like arm wrestling and nonsense. And after that, we're just getting drunk and being dumb.
Is that better or is it still fucked up?
Well, you're sitting really far away, so you kind of echoey, but whatever.
Hold on.
And this is not my bigger twin brother. We have dealt with that for many a year. That is actually Kiriko's Grizzly.
Oh yeah, maybe that'll be better. I'm gonna put some headphones. Where is it, Nick? I'm gonna hook up some headphones. Maybe that'll be better.
I don't think it's really going to make a much of a difference. We're not all about having top quality here. We don't care. But we did have an arm wrestling related question.
Okay.
Yeah, one sec. No, that's fine. She can have some Joe Marfron whiskey.
I'm not
Actually, let me
hearing,
see that for a second.
not hearing them over. my
No, she
thing.
can't have a Coke.
She's one.
No,
One.
No.
Why you another Coke?
not Coke. This whiskey, locally made in the Valley, fantastic stuff.
Hey, can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
Carnegie. Okay, just want to say hi.
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 Yeah,
See, I'm trying to stick up for you here, and then he kept going.
I apologize. I can't keep up with them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, you can.
Is it because I have too many girlfriends?
That's it. Like
I'm gonna fuck him up.
I'm live, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's allowed as many as he wants.
Don't step on my.
Kisses.
No,
Yeah.
no, you ain't stepping on my nuts and being like that. Get out of my cave. Get out.
You definitely have a type though.
Mind your business, Ian. There's no way that conversation is going to go over well. You just relax there. So, speaking of arm wrestling,
Can I interrupt? I want to
No.
say.
no, you can't. It's
What
not
the
your
fuck,
show.
man? What do you mean it's
It's not
not my
your show. I can interrupt. You can't.
All right.
But we had a
Go
chat
ahead.
because you want to talk about arm wrestling. Don't worry, you'll get a chance in a second, just not when it's interrupting.
Okay.
Somebody commented about Shaq beating your left hand, and I said, in your defense, your left hand is shit.
It's
Arm
been
wrestling
injured.
conversation. Go ahead.
That's true. My left hand has been injured so much that I don't think it'll ever get to a reasonable competitive level. I mean, your brother injured it again the last time I pulled him.
Which one?
Brett, I had him in a top roll, but it was the tournament that I went to that I was on antibiotics. I had no strength. I just had hand and wrist, and I took him, and then he's like was in perfect pressing position, and he just crunched on my arm, and then I blew that elbow tendon for the 6th time in my career. So I don't know. I'm training with it, but I'm not like trying to be actively competitive with it, and I'm just sort of focusing on the right
So let's speak about
now.
arm wrestling, left-handed injuries while arm wrestling with Brett. Do you know my cousin TJ?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with any of the topic. But
Okay.
did you see my birthday party video when TJ got out of hand and I had to give him a choking?
I heard about it. I was gonna get back to it, but I started watching it and I got interrupted. But I'm meaning to watch that. Did it get serious?
Yeah. No, he started headbutting me, so I started headbutting back. And then when
I thought you were gonna kill TJ years ago. Remember when we went to like that out? There was like a bonfire or something at a friend's of yours in the
out at Stubby's,
backyard.
yeah. Or when we were out
Yeah.
at Rodney's.
Yeah.
When you guys did the belly button competition.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were gonna pound him that day, actually.
I was. He pisses me off. He gets out of line, and then like sometimes you got to let him know. So this time he got really out of line, and he doesn't understand how rude and dangerous it is to do that whole strap yanking thing.
Yeah.
So when he got out of hand with that, I grabbed their arms, I put it on the table, and I explained to him, like, dude, you're not allowed hurting people on the team. I don't care. Put your arm down.
Yeah.
Let me get the strap off before you start doing that. And he got out of hand. He grabbed me. I grabbed him. He headbutted me. I headbutted him back. He stopped. I let go. As soon as I let go, he just like pushed me into a wall, and he starts trying to hit me.
He really like punching or
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here.
I didn't
Really?
know until I saw the video. I'm like, that motherfucker punched me.
Oh, you were too drunk to know?
No, he just doesn't hit very hard.
I was gonna say, or he doesn't.
Oh my
hit very
God.
hard.
Was that my cat that just shit or did I shit myself? This fucking, whoa. Anyways, this is really terrible. It's hard to open my mouth to talk.
Yeah, I
Anyways.
can imagine.
Yeah, he tried to hit me. I ended up just, spun him around, took us back, slapped me a little choke. He tapped
Did
out.
you really?
And for
Did
a
you
second,
really?
yeah, it's all on my YouTube.
Oh,
For a
fuck.
second, I thought about not letting him go and just like, I found a nice comfy place on the cement to lay him down. I'm like, that makes me an asshole. He's already clearly quit. I'll let go. But if he
Yeah,
starts again, I ain't letting go the second time.
Yeah.
But anyways, after that,
Is he normal like when he's not?
no,
drinking?
and we're not talking about that. We're on YouTube.
All right.
So after that, I arm wrestled with Brett left-handed, and I was doing a full King's move and just letting him press. But I felt so good that I was just letting him go all the way down, and it was fine. And then I tried to roll my shoulder over and really crank my rotation,
Yeah.
and there was just this loud pop pop in my
That's what
elbow.
he did that to me.
And we just both let go. I stood up. I couldn't feel my bottom three fingers. I couldn't move my arm. Like I could move it, but I only had like this middle range. Couldn't straighten it or close it. And I couldn't feel my bottom three fingers. I was really, really worried that I fucked something up real bad in it.
But you
But I
look like
didn't.
you can straighten it. It seems fine now. Are you good?
Yeah, well, I mean, that was late February. So we're 2 months later. But turns out it just really hurt anytime I would really close it or open it for the next month and a half. But it did not affect arm wrestling in any way. Like a week
Yeah.
later, I'm on the table with it, and it hurts for me to do anything but arm wrestle. So
That's
yeah, my
weird.
left arm straightens, my right doesn't.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm really bad now. I'm about as bad as you. But I'll say this. I don't know what's happened to my left, but it just won't get strong. Like I don't know. I have a rear delt issue on that arm too. And like I'm all right with back pressure, especially in the straps. But my side pressure or in a hook, I just don't have anything anymore. But you know what? I'm going to keep training it because I don't want it to look like guys are telling me that my right arm is like 1.5 times bigger than my left. So I don't want that to happen. I don't want to look goofy, you know? So hopefully I'll get some growth to my left arm eventually. Yeah, I think we are. I think we're 11-1 left-handed. And I beat you, what was it? 2000, what was it? 2000, 2014?
13.
13 provincials.
No,
No?
not provincials. Down
Well, he
at
got
Good Time Charlie's at Mark
Well,
Zalepa's
that was-
event.
That wasn't a provincials?
No, it was right before the MGC.
I was going to give you that win too.
I know. I don't want you to just give me a win. Oh, Evan, I'll just let you win. Like, I'm training you. I'm your coach. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you're going to fight me if you want to win it. And just
Yeah.
tell
was
everybody how that match actually went.
You cut out on my end. Did you want me to tell you how the match went?
Tell me how the match went. Yeah.
So we get called to the table, and I'm feeling kind of sorry for you because I'm like, I'm teaching you. I brought you into the sport, and I didn't, I figured I was good enough left-handed back then that I probably could make my way back up from the B side. And you started fucking trashing me in front of everybody. You're like, what? You scared, pussy? You don't want to actually arm wrestle me for real? And I was so fucking pissed with you. I'm like, I'm trying to be your buddy here and give you a win. And you're fucking trashing me in front of everybody. And I'm like, okay, you're going to get it. So we
Mind you,
locked
I'm
up.
only
As
3
soon as
months
you
into
said
the
go, I
sport here.
Slammed you. And then the whole crowd turned on me. Boo! Carnegie's a bully.
Oh man, I wish I was like good at this YouTube thing like Uncle John is, because I could bring the video up right now. I know exactly where it is on Arm Sport videos, and I would bring it up and play it. And you just see us
Is that
lining
how-
up. You don't see me talking shit to him beforehand. You just see us lining up, and the ref says go, and he just drills me. For a big fat dude, he's really fast. And I was only, so that is 3 months after my first tournament, and it was my second event I was ever at. And he just smashed me, whack. And then everybody in there, so everybody knows Ian really well. And he's going around, introducing me to people. Hey, this is one of the new guys that I'm training.
Yeah.
He's going to be good at some point, And everybody's like, oh, well, nice to meet the new guy, And then they see Ian, who's been arm wrestling for 10 years, just smash this new guy that's never really competed before. And I mean, like, drill me. So as soon as he beats me, everybody starts just booing in the entire bar. Oh, what a dick, boo. And you see him freaking out. Ah, he called me a pussy. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that's how it went down. But you know what? In fairness, you left-handed. If you would hold on, I probably would be 12-0 with you. But you are great in the straps. Left-handed, I can't match you in the straps, so you slipped every time. But if you would have stayed, if you held on, you'd go for a ride.
Well, I disagree, mostly because you had a few-year period when I was really starting to come on, that your left wasn't really good at anything. That I would have had a few wins over the years when you didn't have a whole lot of anything with your left. But yes, the record would not be 11-1 if straps weren't a thing.
Yeah, no, you're really good in the straps. I'm not sure exactly. I'm getting better at the straps because I'm training with Mike, and Mike is really teaching me. And I wasn't much of a strap puller because I liked forcing everybody inside. Not so much with my left hand, but I've never really considered myself a left-handed arm wrestler. But
you did when you beat Andrew Scott.
Well, I was proud. I was very proud of myself that day.
I know you almost broke the table when your hand got tied up in the pin line.
Yeah, well, can I tell the story about that?
No.
All right, well.
So I am going to interrupt you again because it's my show and I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want.
All right.
But we have a super chat here that I have to read out before I get sidetracked and forget. Hopefully I didn't miss any more. From R. Tassie. Evan, did you watch Ingen interview where Toddzilla is getting a BJ around the 23-minute mark? No, I have not seen this interview, but I should, because that sounds hilarious. And then we'll go right back to our conversation, because what the fuck?
That can't be true.
It's probably true.
Really?
I can't confirm or deny.
I'm saying this. I think Michael and Rebecca are too involved in the community and trying to be positive role models. And
Toddzilla, not Michael Todd.
Oh, Toddzilla. Oh, well, that's possible then. I'm not saying like he's got bad character
Great.
or whatever.
Yeah, no, never Michael Todd, but Toddzilla. Okay, we can throw character out the window now.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I just don't know him as well. I mean, I've met Toddzilla a few times. And when I mean a few times, I think max 3 for sure too. And
I've met him twice, and that is 3 times more than I want to.
Oh, you don't like him?
Speaking of Toddzilla, though, what's going to happen on the weekend with Pork Chop?
Okay, well, I'm going to say this. I think Pork Chop looks bigger and stronger now than he did when he faced me, and he was fucking. He looked.
He's about 5 pounds heavier, and according to the numbers on the weights and everything,
yeah,
he's like 12-13% stronger.
Jesus. You know what? When he and I faced, I was too weak to close the gap that any of my technical prowesses nothing would have mattered. I couldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't arm wrestle him. He was just way too fucking strong for you.
He was way too strong. That being said,
I know. I was in your corner trying to give you advice, and you're like, dude, it doesn't matter what I do.
It
I'm
doesn't.
fucked. He's too strong.
Yeah, and you know what? I hadn't been training my low hand top roll. I basically put all my eggs in my basket was high hook, speed. That was, that's all I had time for was to train that. I didn't realize how susceptible he is to a low hand top roll. But that being said, Todzilla is not going to be trying to low hand top roll. It's going to be side pressure. I think Pork Chop has a chance. I really do. A lot of people are going to say, "Oh, you're just saying that because he beat you." I mean,
Well, he's got to be the
okay.
underdog. I mean, it's Todzilla.
Yeah, he is. I feel like I don't know. I have some background, but I don't want to say. But anyway, I feel like Godzilla obviously is the favorite, and he does have tremendous side pressure. But I'm not certain that's how you beat Pork Chop. Straight side pressure. I don't know.
I can't
Is
wait to
that how
see
you,
it.
is that?
Well, we got another
is that
super
how
chat
people-
in. Somebody wants me to drink straight vodka. So
Okay. Son, can you come here for a sec and put ice and soda water in that for me?
hey, Carnegie, you should have 2 Smirnoff Ice with a Coors Light,
I have no alcohol in the house.
and
right
then dance.
now. Man, people like they don't know. I had some serious dancing skills back in the day. I like doing funny dancing, but like I could.
Well, we've been busting out some old high hooker videos with you dancing. You remember the video, Jake and the Magic Strap On? And you're dancing around to the song "Let Me See Your Peacock."
Was it the one where I'm doing this? Like
That's
with
one of them, and then you did this one,
Oh yeah.
and that one.
The Carlton. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, one of the Carlton versions, yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a few.
Hey, look, the arm wrestling community does not forget what you
No.
can do on a dance floor. Just because you can't arm wrestle anymore does not mean everybody's forgotten the dancing.
Yeah. I think.
Speaking
I
of you
think
not
you
being
guys-
able to arm wrestle anymore, Ian,
Oh, here we go.
you have a
Yeah.
match coming up. Let me hear about this.
Yeah, Jason Constantini. He.
Are you going to win?
I honestly, I think I'll win fairly easily, but I accepted I'm in this thought process. Okay, I have not been arm wrestling very well for about a couple of years now, and
Your last
It's
win
not-
was what? Tom Nelson?
I guess. Have I gone to any tournaments or anything? I can't remember.
Yeah, well,
this
I
has
mean,
no-
you came to our tournament, but
Yeah.
we both
I-
know what the deal was
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I've done that twice, and I knew going in that if I go into a tournament on antibiotics, I'm probably not gonna. But I just assumed that I would be technical enough to win most matches, right? It's just not the case. Not with the level of arm wrestling that's going on now. Like you have to be strong and technically good. So I showed up, and I had one good burst of energy with Charlie. He ended up beating me, and then Charlie got beat by Jason. So in Jason's thought process, he's figuring, well, Ian was a big name, and if I beat him, he could maybe potentially start looking up at the top tier of Ontario arm wrestling at least. And if I was like, oh no, he's not my caliber or what have you, then I'd be a hypocrite, because I remember when I was chasing guys and I couldn't get matches because I was good enough to hang with them, but
When you're
not good enough.
climbing,
Yeah,
you should continue climbing. But as soon as
Yeah.
you hit anything, there's no reason not to take somebody else coming, right? It just
Well,
makes sense.
there's that, but I also felt like people that were above me, they felt like, oh, if I'm just a big risk, like they gain nothing by beating me, and they lose everything by losing to me. So
Right. I mean,
found it
I'm
very-
taking a match exactly like that right now with Jamie Staken.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm like 7 spots ahead of him on the rankings.
Why does he want to pull you? What hand?
Right.
Is
Because he
that-
just
is-
beat Bill Cameron 3-0 in a hook war.
He beat Bill Cameron? Oh, wow.
And in a war where Bill had his shoulder buried in there.
So this might actually make sense. I know you beat Bill, but is the strength there like a lot different than between
Right. But
you and
I
Bill?
beat Bill because I'm a better arm wrestler than Bill.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if I beat Bill where Bill wants to arm wrestle, and Jamie just beat Bill where Bill wants to arm wrestle. So I don't know if I can beat
makes
Jamie
sense,
where Jamie wants to arm wrestle.
you
But
just have to
I'm
keep
quite
him away from that.
confident that I can beat Jamie. Look, there is $500 worth of beer on the line.
That's the bet.
It's a $500 beer card.
Oh my god.
So
You'll love that.
I am absolutely willing to break this arm for that much beer.
Yeah. $500. Nah. $500 worth of beer, however.
Right.
Yeah, no, I get it. So Jason's got a lot stronger. Like I'm following him, I'm looking at his progress. I'm taking him very seriously, but I do think like based off of what I'm doing with my clubs, and I'm actually traveling, like I might come down to Toronto, but then I'm going to Watertown the next day, so I don't know how much pulling I'm gonna do, like because they have something going on in Watertown, and because Watertown, New York is so close to Kingston, I want to see what kind of talent's out there. You know what I mean? That way I can just because right now I'm traveling to Picton, I'm traveling well, obviously I'm here in Kingston. I want to start going to Ottawa and Watertown, you know what I mean? It's just right there. So let's see what they got. But right now, practicing, I'm doing very well with my right arm. Like I'm doing king of the tables, and I'm pretty strong. I can't see them doing much with me, but you know, he's got a sticky king's move if he's gotten it.
13 minutes of you just rambling on. Are you going to beat him or not?
Well, I told you I thought I was going to beat him fairly easily.
Could have.
That's what I think. But
Could have just stayed with that.
Well, are we having a discussion, or you just want fucking point blank answers? Jesus Christ, man. Do you want like a bullet point? Yes, I'm going to win.
So basically, I want whatever it is that you didn't answer with. If you just say yes or no, I'm going to give you a hard time about that. And if you want to ramble on and give a big answer, I'm going to give you a hard time about that.
All right,
Ian,
okay.
Ian, how long have you known me? Just kidding.
But-
I don't give a fuck. But you know how this is going to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a hard time about everything.
Well, you know what? I need a win. And so Jason's a strong enough guy that it makes sense. And
Up and comer, climbing, lots of
Yeah.
potential.
really hungry. Like
Huge
who's-
dude.
Yeah, very big. I think we're what? Maybe 20 pounds difference, and like he's a big guy, right?
I think he's down to like 320 or something.
Oh, okay.
Well, he was actually getting real close to that 300 mark, but then he stopped trying to go down. He didn't want to go too far.
Yeah.
So he might be under 320. Like, I don't know. We'd have to ask him.
He's got a big back. Like he does a lot of.
Yeah, he's a
like,
huge
he lifts-
dude. Did powerlifting, and he's a big motherfucker.
Well, I saw, you know what got me interested in his strength, where I was like pretty impressed, was his 11 reps at 315. You know, I'll be honest with you, I can't do that. I did. I
11 reps of
tried
what?
315 pounds on the bench press.
I got a 200-pound guy on the team that does 365 for sets.
Well, I'm just saying 315 for 11 reps is pretty good, you know? And I can't
yeah,
do
I
that.
mean, if bench pressing is something that you take as like a side time hobby that you don't really care about, but you'd still do.
You know what? I'm going to say this. A lot of people say bench pressing has nothing to do with arm wrestling, but I'll say this. The best and the strongest I've ever been when I arm wrestle has also equated with my top level bench. So whenever I had a near 400-pound bench, I also was the strongest I ever.
So you're
been.
saying when you're bigger and stronger overall, you're better at arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Weird.
I think so. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not always the case though. You've been telling me for years I would be stronger at 300 than I would be at 360.
Right. You'd also probably have a higher bench if you got yourself into shape and worked out like that to get down to 300.
Bro, I work out every day.
At what?
I swear. I go to the gym. I do full body like
You work out
You know
your
what-
wallet at Subway, motherfucker.
No.
Don't give me that shit.
I do go to Subway. I do go to Subway. But I swear, like since
You better not
since
be
the-
on that Jared diet.
I'm not. But ever since the match was called, I told Tiny I would take it serious. So I've been going to the gym at minimum 3 to 4 times a week. And I go to practice at least once, and most weeks I do 2 times. So
I asked Conrad to make sure he took a match seriously with me because I thought I was feeling really good. And Conrad's like, I'll take the match. And I'm like, dude, you haven't been arm wrestling or active lately. I don't want to like be an asshole about this, but if you're not taking this fucking seriously, I'd like to look for a new opponent.
what do you
Right?
say?
He said, Evan, I promise you, I will show up the best I possibly can. I want to beat your ass like you wouldn't believe. It's like, all right, sounds good.
Conrad's
And then when
strong.
I saw him that day and I
He's
saw
big.
how fucking huge he looked when he showed up, I'm like, oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't have asked for this much.
Dude showed up like a fucking block. Him, Pork Chop and Brian DeSomo looked like they fucking they I won't say
It's
it,
like
but
they
look-
split 3 ways on like a whole herd of water buffalo to eat in that time period.
There you go. There you go.
Guys were fucking ridiculous. Either way.
Yeah.
You and Tiny, you never even asked me my opinion, but it's my show, so I'll do whatever I want and I'll give it to you anyways.
Okay.
I really thought you were in a lot of trouble based on a bunch of criteria. One,
Okay.
lackluster performances and overall a lack of desire to train.
Okay.
And Tiny, number 2, keeps getting better and better and better and
He
better.
does. Yeah.
And
the longer
3
the match goes on, like in terms of in the future, the better it is for him. Like for
I have a
example, if
mute
this-
button if you want to keep cutting me off.
Fuck, because you never cut nobody off. Eh? All right.
It's
go
my
ahead.
fucking show, Ian.
I could care less. Go ahead.
And 3, I really thought that Ian or Tiny's arm wrestling ability was a very, very high level. And in the correct situations, it is. But I saw him competing a few weeks ago. And I think he was making a lot of mistakes that I didn't think that he would make.
Could have had a
So
bad tournament.
I may have overestimated exactly what his technical abilities were when pressure is on. Being at the table with him in practice, he was fantastic. Oh God, you got great boobies. Sorry, I got distracted. Either way, I think that okay, can you put those away? I'm trying to talk. Jesus. So I think that Tiny understands arm wrestling very, very well, but he still gets a little bit too wrapped up when it comes to competition time.
Yeah, that's possible.
I think that
He was very good up at your event, though.
all of your downsides to arm wrestling, that's not one of them.
Yeah.
It's never I get my head too wrapped up at the table. You forget how to do things. You always move well. Now, you may make a bad decision on how you want to attack a match. I think you've put way too much focus on what you consider to be your best spot is here, when I both disagree that that is not your best spot.
Mhm.
And also, we can always end up there if plan A doesn't go well. I think you should be trying to focus on using your hand and your speed a lot more in competition,
Yeah. No, I agree.
especially high level competition. Because you can walk through a tournament, smash, 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 no problem. And then all of a sudden you get up against a guy that's got a big name and you're like, fuck, I just got to get him into that hook.
Yeah, I do.
When
That.
it's like, you know, dude, you probably could have just smashed the guy instead.
Yeah, I sometimes would rather the problem with when I do an outside movement is if I don't get hand control, then I can sometimes hit myself out of position. And I never want to be like, hitting and then my wrist go back and I'm opened up. So sometimes if I feel like that's going to happen, I would rather go in a hook and at least I have some sort of fight in the match. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but you just don't. I don't know. If you try your outside high hand move and it doesn't go well, worst case scenarios end up in straps, which makes it easier to get into that position.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But this one, if you try to go to there first, you're like really super fucked.
Oh.
If you try to catch hook on a guy that wants to hit kings, stylistically, that is like the worst decision you could make.
Do you think though he's gonna be faster off the go than me? Like, don't you think I'll hit for position before him?
Right, but if you're trying to hit backwards into a hook, like
No,
push
I
pass
won't.
catch,
No,
and he's trying to hit
no.
outside drop, you
Yeah,
guys are just going to create space and let each other kind of half-ass go where they want, except he's using a ton of leverage to get that pronation engaged, and you're not. I think
Chris, you should ask Chris
stylistically, you're up against a king's move. I think you should be not letting him slip, clamping down on that and moving forward on go. Bam.
Yeah.
And if he's trying to slip, as soon as he opens his hand to get right out, let go. Let him take his fouls.
My first match, I'm gonna see if he can deal with my power. So I'm planning on blasting him. Like you know how I beat Christian Gilbert? I just sort of high hook him and I beat him before he drops.
Yeah.
That's what I plan to do. I want to see if I can do that. High hook, beat him before he goes into his king's move.
Right.
And
the problem with that is if he's better at slipping than Christian, is you end up in straps.
Yeah.
So now you've got to fight him where he wants to. And if you could avoid doing that at first, I would try to control his hand as your number one and bring him down that way. And if he opens his hand to slip, you could just let go and you get a win without having to fight for it. To me,
wait, what are the rules for this anyway? Like, I never really. Is it WAF?
Oh my God. Have you known Devin for that long? You're going to start crying about this last minute?
I'm just curious. I don't give a shit. I'm just curious. Like, because you said
it's
I slip
roughly WAF based rule set.
Okay.
But all slips go to straps.
Okay. So that actually doesn't work, what you just said, because if all slips go to straps, then he's
right.
Not. Yeah.
Ian, I will definitely give somebody bad advice. You should
I have my game plan, so I'm not going to waver from that. But I'm taking what you're saying and I'm listening to it, and some of it makes sense, even if it's bad advice. If it's sometimes
Ian,
sometimes
I promise you right now, this is
general
actually the truth. I have no idea what the rule sets actually are. Everything I said about the rules, I was making up.
Okay. Well, we should find out. But
you should, especially with the guy you're going against. But speaking about the guy that you're going against and not wanting to talk about your matches anymore, my matches, how do you see them going?
I see you winning. I think you're at a stage.
Ian,
right
can
now
you have a
where-
conversation with me while I'm not sitting right here?
Yeah.
I got to piss really bad.
I don't mind. I'm actually watching the ball game while I'm talking to you, so you go ahead.
Well, I just want to hear, do you know who Austin Jaggers is?
No.
He just won the Arnold's, right-handed, and he's a lefty dominant.
Holy fuck. Really?
Yeah. 6'2",
What's the-
320 with abs.
And where is this happening?
Same day. Man, I'm gonna
Are
piss
you
myself.
serious? All right, go piss yourself. Are you able to talk? Can you hear me or?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I don't know, man. I don't know enough about the dude to really say. It sounds like you're in for it. Why is this a right-handed match?
You gotta speak louder.
Why is it a right-handed match?
Because I'm pulling Jamie Staken right-handed and him left-handed.
Now, Jamie Staken, I've heard this name before. Uh, Trying to think where from though.
But Austin is top 10 North America left-handed.
So that's the arm you should have went. I mean, if he's coming up, you should have pulled him. That way you can maybe get into that top 10. You've been
Right, but that's his left hand. That's why we're pulling left hand.
Oh, you are pulling him left hand and he's top
I'm
10.
pulling him left-handed, yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Because to be
But
honest
he
with you,
won
you've been,
Arnold easily right-handed.
but he's left hand dominant.
Yes.
You know, that could mean something, but look at Pork Chop. Pork Chop is left-handed, but I would argue that his right hand is stronger than his left.
What? So my left hand's not as good as my right?
No, your left hand is better.
Think so?
It's a better arm wrestling on this.
I disagree. I think I've got more options and I'm stronger
No.
right-handed. It's just everybody else
You may
sucks
be
left-handed.
physically, I feel like you're physically stronger right-handed. Like if you get coiled into your hook and your shoulders committed and your body's behind it, yeah, okay, you're stronger there. But you have more dexterity. I actually think, and I'd love you to prove me wrong, but I actually think you're longer from elbow tip to fingertip on your left hand than you are your right. Are they the exact same?
Yep.
Weird, because I feel like I'm reaching for you with my left. I feel like you got a lot of leverage, and the right, you fit
And
perfectly.
I
you know?
feel like you and everybody else is just not as good left-handed as they are right-handed. So me being equal, because
Yeah.
my brain actually works fully,
Yeah.
that I'm just ahead of everybody left-handed.
Okay.
And the
Maybe.
few guys that are like actually left-handed, like Andrew Scott and guys like that,
Yeah.
they're on a fair playing field, and I still smash them. Whatever.
You know, I practiced with him about a week and a half ago. Andrew Scott, he's coming back, I think.
You practice with Andrew?
I did. He came up
And?
to Picton. I mean, he doesn't have the endurance, like in terms of like, like he hasn't been arm wrestling, but his first initial pulls, he's strong, left-handed. For
In
sure.
a hook.
Yeah, I know.
But he doesn't
I
have
mean,
much ability to set
I'm
that
not
hook.
strong. I wasn't strong enough to really challenge him anywhere else, lefty. But he was pretty much handling everybody in the club, and but it dissipated. Like, when you've been away from the table for a couple of years or however long it's been, that sustainability goes away. So but I mean, he could get it back by just coming out. He's working a business, and I don't know. I don't know his full story, but he's big. He's probably the heaviest I've ever seen him.
Yeah, he's like 260 right now. Okay, so
Yeah.
we had a super chat while I was taking a piss.
Good.
Red Rocket Pig, which is one of my all-time favorite accounts. I would like to see Neil to have been training for all these years, so much talent. I think he would be top 20 in the world if you would have. I think you are crazy. Neil was definitely one of the top dogs at his weight, not open class. Did you know that Neil's coming out of retirement to pull me?
I was watching it earlier, but I don't think he's actually going to do
No, he's not going to start training or anything. He's just going to get off the couch and come into a match with me.
that. Okay, well, that would be a waste of his time. He really needs to not do that.
But he started talking all types of shit about my boy Alan Ford. That guy was on Canada's wipeout.
I
You
gotta
can't
say
talk
this,
shit to him, to me.
I gotta
like that.
say, I gotta confirm that I actually did bother him to take that match with Alan. Because Neil.
Ian, we don't need to tell the truth here. Not if it ruins my stories.
All right, fuck. It was complete setup.
So the fact
refs
is
were in on it.
that Neil was the one pushing for the match.
Yeah. That's
And
right.
Alan said, no, I'm tired. My arms are all fucked up.
Yeah.
And Neil just
Yeah.
made him do it. And then
Well,
paid the referee
100%.
to let him load sideways into it.
Yeah.
And
That's
Alan
all
got
well done.
fucked.
Completely. And the refs, when they went in the straps, refs made sure buckle was on Alan's hand.
Right. The refs actually moved sides.
Yeah. That's it.
Every
That's
round.
it. Yeah.
And they were winking at Neil in the match. It was shameful. Shameful.
And there was an envelope passed to the referees from Neil Pickup right after the match. I mean, I have it on my
And he says he didn't pay the refs. But no ref does it for free. You think Bill Collins came all the way from California or Nevada to, where was that?
Vegas.
Oh,
The
okay, so
matches
he's
were
already
in
there.
Vegas.
My
Yeah.
bad. Well, I guess that argument holds no water, but either way, that ref didn't go there, didn't get out of bed and drive there to ref for free all day. Neil definitely
Yeah.
paid him.
Wait,
I don't know if he paid him more for that match or not, but he definitely paid him that day.
Does Bill actually live in Vegas?
I know that Bill and Robert Drank were friends, and that's how they got together. And that was a California/Vegas thing.
Okay. Well, he's definitely from that part of the world, like judging by his accent and stuff. But great referee actually. But you know what? Neil Pickup was a bad man.
So what's going to happen when I pull Neil?
You'll beat him.
And I'm showing up at 240 pounds. Like, I'm in shape right now.
No,
I'm
you'll beat
240.
him. You'll beat him, but like, if Neil decides to train, it will be
Not training at all. Not picking up a weight. Not going to a practice. First time on the table in 7 years will be against me.
Is this
And he's
legit gonna happen?
240
I know
now.
you guys were talking about it, but then I had to go pick up my boys at football. Did it actually iron out that you guys are gonna have this match?
In September. Oh, shit. I did miss another super chat.
Go ahead.
Impulsive Gravity. Hey, Grippler. Who wins between Neil Pickup and Beer Man? The beard will be gone and the chin will disappear. So I put my beard on the line. If Neil beats me, I will shave on stage.
Oh, you'll win.
So that's
If
just going to
no-
let you
if-
know how seriously
if-
I'm going to take a match like that.
Yeah.
You think
if
Jess will let
nothing
me
else-
show up undertrained with my beard on the line? You think she's going to want a sweaty old fat Caillou humping around on top of her with no chin?
Yeah. No, not really. You'll win. I mean, if he doesn't take you seriously and he doesn't train, you'll win. Like I don't know how delusional Neil is. Unless he's
Well, I
just,
think he was pretty clear on the fact that he shouldn't win. But he was very, very clear on the, what if I do crack your hand open?
listen, he'll start training then. He will.
He
Come
said he
on.
won't. Are you calling Neil a liar?
No, I'm not calling him a liar, but
That's okay if you
That's
do.
I'm gonna call him a fibber.
I promise you I will clip the segment and post it.
No, I'm not gonna call Neil Pickup a liar. No, I won't do that. But
I'm not going to call him a liar,
I'm still
but I'm going
saying
to tell people that he's going to
train for
start
it.
training for it when he
Yeah.
said he won't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not calling him a liar, but he's gonna train. He has to.
Not calling
He's
him a
not gonna-
liar. I just think he's not telling the truth about this.
That's right. He's playing coy. See how I got around that? Around calling him a liar. He's playing coy.
Ian, does that mean Neil was lying?
No, I'm not gonna say he's lying.
Right.
You're not gonna get me on camera saying that Neil Pickup's a liar. It's not happening.
Right. But do you think he was lying? If you think he's going to train when he said he's not, does that mean you think he's lying?
If so, did he actually say this is happening? He's
Off
gonna
the couch,
fly you?
will not train, will not lift weights, will not get on a table.
Why would he make that bet?
Because it's at Arbors, and if
Are you supposed to, okay, when's the match with you and Frodo?
right after,
Why would you accept that?
because Frodo's pulling Ryan Bowen right before.
That's a fair trade. That's a
Fair.
fair trade.
For who? Not Frodo.
No, not for Frodo, but Frodo's gonna be less affected by like, even if Frodo were to lose, I think he'll shake it off and have a lot of steam for that next super match. You, on the
Yeah, he
other
doesn't
hand,
run out of steam, and his
Yeah,
elbow
you-
doesn't get tired.
you're gonna have to win convincingly. But you know what? I'm totally certain by September you can get as strong as fucking you want to be.
Well, you don't
And
think
it
I
won't
beat
matter.
Frodo?
Yeah, I do. I do think so. But I think you need to be really strong and to be successful in a multiple match super match. That's 12 matches, man.
Well,
That's
just the beginning. There's still more.
For left hand.
No, still right hand, still more.
What do you mean still more?
Oh, so when I'm pulling Frodo, I'm pulling him right-handed,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm also pulling Nicholas Nonstad left-handed over on this table.
That is not happening.
No, it is.
No, it's not happening.
No,
It's
no,
not
it is.
happening. How are they gonna get 4 refs on the tables?
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
not my
no.
problem. Logistics is their problem.
Okay, so right-handed, 12 matches, high-level competitors. It always, in my opinion, favors Froda. However,
Always.
I think so.
Unless it's Devin.
Well, you'll never see them on a competing battleground or whatever they're calling it now. But if you get, I also believe out of everybody there, you're also the guy that has the most potential to get at a higher strength level to the point where it might not matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's been times where I've gone to tournaments where I feel like Joe Gould just kept stacking all the best guys against me, and it was like match after match. But when you're at a certain strength level, it doesn't fucking matter because they're not taking anything out of your arm. That's where I feel like you need to be for you to be that successful at that event.
I just like the way that Frodo wants to turn in and put his shoulder up against mine, but he'll do it from an outside spot and let my shoulder in. And I don't think he's a big enough human being to let my shoulder all the way in. Like, it's either going to break or he's getting thrown out of the way.
Yeah. That guy, you know how like there's people with certain gifts out there, like you got Oleg who has the hand, and you got other Devin with the lactic acid. I think Frodo's got like some sort of joint condition where, I'm just saying, he's a bigger dude than you think. He's a bigger dude structurally in the joint, and you might hit that joint and be like, oh fuck.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the
I've,
plan, though.
I've been on stage with, well, watching with him twice, and it's not right, like how he can pull.
Ian, what happens if you get into a slow match and Frodo ends up there catching you? What are you going to do to him?
Me, I would try to press,
Yeah, and you're going to get
Yeah.
through. What's going to happen if you end up where I get all the way in there and get a hold of that?
But is your press, like at my top level press and your top level press, is it comparable?
Maybe not. But what is relevant is that when you can't get through me in that spot when I get there, but you could get through him in that spot, I've got options.
Yeah, I'm only assuming. I don't know if I could. I'm assuming I could. I've never, Like, don't put me on record saying that I did it because I didn't.
Or
but I'm
call
just saying,
Neil a liar.
yeah, or call Neil a liar. But here's the thing. I actually think that you're smart enough as an arm wrestler that whatever sticking point he has, you will be able to work around. And you're strong enough that you'll set it up the way I see it. If the match stops, you'll be able to work, especially if it's on the straps. You'll work an angle where you'll have him completely at like his limit of exploitation. So his elbow will come to the very edge of the pad. And at that point, you're going to start manipulating his hand to put yourself in a really good pressing position and you'll finish him. That being said, if you get lost and he keeps some of his cup and you can't toggle his hand, you might be in trouble. Because he'll pin you like this.
No, he won't. Not my shoulder in the way.
I'm saying that's how he pins people. So if you're unable to toggle that hand, you might be in some trouble. He's so, dude.
If he lets
the
me
man's
get on the offensive
super
side of the
strong.
table,
Yeah.
it's over. If he does any type of catching, he's fucked.
Well,
I think that's just a fact. Like, there's no way around that. Anyways, I've got matches with Austin Jaggers, top 10 guy, left-handed.
Yeah.
Jamie Staken, looking to take a big jump in the rankings against my right arm. You got Tiny.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good day for the high hookers.
I do too.
And little baby Barrett's going to be proud of dad and goddad.
Oh, I miss the little guy. Does he not have the cutest face and the history of kids? Like,
It's possible. It is possible.
and when he smiles, like he's so affectionate. He's such a loving, good little boy.
Recently, I saw pictures of Adam's young lad, Logan, when he was real
Yeah.
young, side by side with Barrett when he was real young. And Adam and I need to have a serious conversation and figure out which one of us should be mad at the other. And I don't know which one should be mad. But one of us should. Either
you
way,
guys do
everybody,
come from the same
thank
genetic
you
pool.
in the chat. I appreciate all of your support. Ian, I would love to continue talking, but you never stop.
Bedtime.
You're as bad as Frodo. You just don't shut up. And
Yeah, I appreciate you too.
I will be live again on Tuesday. This weekend, I'm going down to watch Pork Chop Pull against Todd Hutchins and my boy Darcy. Ian, if you can make it to Toronto this weekend, you should.
Yeah, I may, but it's a lot of driving because I'm going to go to Toronto, then to Watertown the next day. But maybe we'll see.
Make the trip. It's going to be a good time. Me, Alan, and Darcy are going down. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, brother.
All right, we'll
All right,
talk
I'll
to
see
you
you
soon,
there.
buddy. And we'll end this live chat here. We've been 2 hours. Neil Pickup, once again, a lying asshole. I didn't do 5 hours and get polluted. I kept it to my 2-hour time slot. Have a good night, guys.
All right.
Ian,
Yeah, buddy.
we're not live.